everybody. This is your boy Steve, host Steve, and my goal is to create a space of upward mobility so that you can find hope and progress and success. I am talking to a friend of mine and from one of the places, one of the places that I go to is a mentoring program called the Daniel's Day. Y'all know I had so many um, people from the day here, but and she's gonna have me talk about today um, overcoming life's broken pieces. Now I had a stroke, and that totally broke who I was into so many pieces. I mean, I was shattered. I have had to go to rehab, and I couldn't move. The only thing I could move was my left arm and my head. Everything else was, I would do something. I began to be severely depressed, and I got because I thought I couldn't be a man of God no more. I used to be a 16 pastor of a small church. That that was out of the picture. I thought I was really be able to be a good husband to Lanisha, my wife, and I'm going to be a good father to my three boys. I'm going to do all kinds of things. And I went to a place that I never want to go to again, a very dark place where I was thinking about suicide. But thanks be to God, He brought me out of that. And there's something about uh, overcoming those broken pieces. When you're going through something, you can see your way out, but can lead you out of any situation. So I got my sister, Coach Kim, I, um, and she is here, and she is going to uh, go with me as we talk about this. So, Kim, what's up?
Thank you, Coach Steve, and it's an honor to be here with you today. And yes, we all experience our broken pieces within life. Sometimes they're physical, sometimes they're physical and mental. And
Yes.
although I didn't experience the the physical part, I did experience broken pieces mentally. And I'm hoping that my story and what I share will resonate with your audience in that aspect. So
Yeah.
I'm very grateful to be part of the community with you, and I'm happy to share my story with you today.
Oh, I'm so excited. I was taking technically that we MSU talks in our mentors group. I get giddy because it says something about her perspective, and I feel that this interview we have today is going to be a good one. So, Kim, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I was, and I'll get more into that as we move along. But I am somebody who has dealt with quite a bit of broken pieces and challenges along my life.
Yeah.
And I've used that to fuel myself. I'm a professional. I'm a lifelong learner. And then I also like to use, my experiences and what I learn along the way to help and guide others. I feel like that is a lifelong value for me.
Yeah,
It's one of the reasons why I'm here today. Is I'm hoping that what I share will move, inspire, and help someone else.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, this is a very deep subject. Uh, People who are broken really doesn't want to admit that they're broken, and being on this stage and them seeing me and then me bringing in people like you to talk about this, maybe they may be able to express it to somebody, because you got to express your feelings of brokenness to somebody so you could get over the hurdle that has been in your life. And so I'm gonna ask this first question, and this re- reflecting on your own experiences. What are some of the most significant challenges or broken pieces you have encountered on your life journey?
Thank you, Coach Stephen. My broken pieces actually stem from my childhood.
Yeah,
Um, I was raised by my mother, and my mother faced extremely hard challenges in her life journey, which
yeah,
resulted with her struggle with and death from alcoholism.
oh,
So, growing up in an environment of addiction and lack of resources impacted me in three ways. And these ways probably would resonate with some of your audience members. The
yeah,
first one would be insecurities or fear. A child living with unpredictability and instability leads to a lack of sense of safety and security.
yeah,
Um, the second one would be loss aversion or pain of losing. So a lack of material possessions, a lack of emotional support, a
yeah,
lack of opportunity makes a child acutely aware of the potential consequences of loss.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and then lastly is imposter syndrome or self doubt. A child with limited opportunity for achievement,
yeah,
limited positive positive reinforcement, that diminishes self-worth and confidence. So it's these broken pieces that fuel my drive for a better life.
yeah. Um, that's one of the things that you said was key is those self-worth. And I have been teaching the last couple of weeks about self-perception. And many of us have a low self-perception of ourselves, and that can destroy our chance at getting better. If you see themselves not being enough, I had a little struggle with that. Um, and my wife Denisha, she always encourages me, but sometimes that no perception, self perception, kind of creeps in. But I have learned strategies by the Holy Spirit to to, uh, to say to myself, "Do affirmations. I am who God made me." So I really think that people is going to get into what you said, and I noticed one thing about you, Kim, that many brings me closer to you. Your intelligence, man. That I'm attracted to people who know how to use that intelligence wisely. And man, that was so good, girl. Yeah. So here's the second question: how have you managed to piece together your life after facing setbacks or adversity? What strategies or mindset shifts shifts have helped you overcome these obstacles?
And I think one of the strategies or shifts is like coming to speak and focusing on helping others overcome theirs,
Mm,
because our stories create a roadmap of resilience for others, and that can be very healing in our own journey.
yeah,
Um, so to heal, to overcome, to grow, and to become a guiding light for others, we must share our stories. So for me, um, to share a little bit more of my story is, although my mother was poor financially, she was rich in spirit. She taught me that we are all equal in God's eyes, no
yeah,
matter where a person comes from, no matter what their station in life, to treat all others with kindness and care. She taught me that life is not fair and to take it in stride.
yeah,
She taught me that life can be tough, and to keep going in spite of.
yeah,
So my mother, she gifted me with the principles of compassion and resilience. She
yeah,
armed me with a heart and a shield.
yeah, yeah. That's good. That's so good. Um, man, uh, you have to have a strategy um, to put together the pieces. You might be broken here, you might be broken there. When you have a strategy, okay, how can I make myself whole? And the way that you make yourself whole, the first thing you need to do is to see God. He will show you what to do. So the last question I'm going to ask you, Kim, is in moments of difficulty, do you find peace or inspiration in the stories of others who have overcome their own broken pieces?
Yes. So I do have a short story I can share of a friend of mine who experienced broken pieces that I feel may resonate with your audience.
Yeah.
Um, I have a friend who was cut by a coral reef while on a trip to Jamaica.
Hmm.
She ended up needing a blood transfusion, which led to her contracting hepatitis C, which led to her liver failure, which
Oh,
led to her needing a liver transplant, which led to kidney failure, which led to needing a kidney transplant, and then eventually led to her passing. Um, Her original prognosis was 5 years if she was lucky. And she lived on 12 more years because she chose to live. Um, my friend was the strongest, most positive, and kindest person I ever met.
yeah,
Uh, she told me that the interview for a liver transplant was grueling, it was intrusive, and it was the hardest part of the whole ordeal. She was interviewing for her survival, for her life, for
yeah,
her husband, for her children.
yeah.
And she said that the hardest part of the interview was answering the question, why do you deserve a liver over somebody else? And she said she didn't, but that she did deserve the right to interview for one. just the same as anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so my friend, she loved people. She loved to listen to others. And she once told me, if you take the time to listen, each person has a story to tell. And she was right. So I do find solace and inspiration in the stories of others in our everyday life. And some of the most common themes that I've heard from others
Yeah.
who have overcome are give yourself grace,
Yeah.
face it so you can fix it, surrender and submit to God.
Yeah.
Start with the small steps just to get moving. Keep moving forward, keep going, keep
Yeah.
growing, keep learning, keep
Yeah.
sharing, because your story will shift someone else. And this is one that that God actually gave me to say today, and that is, this is why it is so important that as you're entering a season, going through a season, and have experienced a season, to share your testimony, because somebody is waiting to hear from you to empower them to keep going.
Yes. Yes, Kim. Yes, Kim. That's so powerful. Now, this is an extra question because it came to me while you were talking. Because I feel that your voice, the same way it affected me in the mental group, the same thing affected me for someone out there who's listening. And I just want you to just look in the camera and talk to somebody and about how do they get out from this about being broken.
How do they get up from being broken? Is that the question, Coach Steve?
Yeah.
So I think that it's a combination of the first and foremost is to look to God. That is
Yeah.
first and foremost, because God has a purpose for each one of us. And that purpose may include going through the experience that makes you feel broken. It may
Yeah.
include these broken pieces, but you're meant to use those broken pieces to serve and to serve others and to help and guide others through situations that they're going through.
Yeah.
So my recommendation would be is to start with prayer, devotion, look to
Yeah.
God for answers. And then after that would be start taking the small steps. Start by thinking, how can I serve somebody else? How can I help others? And
Yeah.
as you shift your focus from your broken pieces to helping others, that's where the healing's going to come. That's
Yeah.
where the growth is going to come. That's where the transformation's going to come. Start with God and then shift to others, and then the rest will follow suit.
Oh man, Kim, this was so good. Um, um, I'm happy that you are here with me, and I just love your voice and the articulation. And I like I said, I love hearing and encouraging people. And it just fills my heart that you are such a special woman, and I'm thankful that uh, I have met you, and I'm thankful for you showing my viewers what it's like to get overcome, what it's like to overcome your broken pieces. Yeah. So guys, we want to thank Kim for being here with us, and God bless you, and we love you, and I'm gonna see you the next time. Okay,
Yes,
peace.
thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.